Hey everybody, Guy's back once again for how many times, Guy?
Maybe four times.
4 times?
Yep.
Where we have to take the wheels off the front and reattach the dust cover to the rotor.
On the rotor.
Yeah, because it keeps popping off and sitting inside of the hubcap on the outside of the wheel.
Making a racket.
Show you that in a minute. What we need though is we need people who have seen this before.
Yes.
Give us an idea of what we can do. Keeping in mind, we did get a new set of caps that came with the rotors, but we could not get them to go on because they were probably
Out around.
well, like a 32nd of an inch too big.
Yeah.
So we don't have those. We're going to caliper the inside, the ID, and we're going to figure out what the exact dimension is of the inside of the rotor. Order a new set, because I think the dimples on the ones that came off, which is what's on it now, or not on it now. Yeah, we're gonna take them off again. Well, take them out, take them up here to the shed, do a punch, put some new dimples in, put them back on. We're gonna go out and get a piece of PVC if this PVC over here doesn't work.
Yeah, that might be the right size.
Yeah, we're gonna try it, and if that works, great, but we're going to order the right size. So if you have an idea of what to do here to keep these things from popping off, I have a bad feeling that these rotors are expanding with heat, and there's not enough flex in that hub. I'm doing like this, but you can't see it. There's not enough flex in the hub so that it stays in contact with the inside diameter of the rotor. And
well, dipple's missing or
that's
smoothed
true.
out.
Dipple's missing. That could make a difference. But if it doesn't, I'm concerned. And I don't know if we should be taking the caliper reading after heating it with a torch.
Right.
So that it expands.
Right.
But that's an awful lot of metal to try to heat up with a torch.
Right.
So you may need to drive and then put the caliper on it and see what it is. But I don't know if we have time to do that today.
Sure.
So anyway, if you've got suggestions, it doesn't really matter what the suggestions are. Good, bad,
help.
Throw it away. We'd like to get some ideas. If you do have something to say, please put it in the comments. Hopefully we'll get some good insight. We've looked on YouTube. We've looked at a lot of people who had trailers that have this problem. And apparently it's common with trailers, but this isn't a trailer. It's annoying as hell to take these freaking wheels off. What, every week for the last?
Every 4 weeks.
Yeah. So we'll get to the content. We're gonna take the wheel off. We'll show you what we're talking about with the cap, and then Guy's gonna film a little bit of putting the dimples in, getting the PVC on it, and then putting it back together. But just want to start out with this. Please comment if you have any, and now to the video. Now you're going. You get the key?
Over here. Heard that. Huh. Yeah, it was off.
All right, so we got the wheel off.
Yep.
You can see here, it's a rotor that also has the hub connected to it. It's all one piece. This inside diameter right here is what this cap needs to touch or make contact with.
Rest on,
We thought it might be the cotter pin. It's a pretty large cotter pin, but it's not even close. And there is a ring around here, but that's just it's this, I don't know what you call it, this pressed lip. But there's no groove or anything where that cotter pin was rubbing. So I don't think it's the cotter pin. But I am concerned that this is heating up, because it's basically the brakes. And if it heats up, this is going to heat up and it's going to expand. And I'm concerned it's expanding enough that if we look at this, I'll rub some of the grease off, but you can see here, these nipples like all the way around.
Yep.
There's 4 of them. And they're just pressed from the inside
Outward.
outward.
Shouldn't it be the other way around? Outward in?
No,
To press against the...
this is the OD.
Yep.
It's the ID is what we're trying to press against.
Right, okay.
So they have to press outward.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
It reduces the surface area, but it adds more pressure to a single surface area, so it should stay in there. So what I'm going to do is, in between these, I'm going to try to punch another dimple. It won't be flat like this, but then again, I'm not sure that started out flat. I think it might have ended up flat.
Right. Through age.
Yeah. And you can see it's very close to this pressed flange here.
Yep.
So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have to get in there, maybe even use a vise or something to clamp it and put some pressure on it. I'm not sure yet. Piece of wood or something, we'll figure something out. Try to get it something. The other alternative I thought about was to clean this off and just hit it with the welder. But that'll generally cause metal to contract, so I'm not sure that's a good idea. But that's the mission. Get this to stay on that.
Right.
And we have heard a couple of things. We've heard putting this in a vise and squashing 2 sides to give you kind of an oblong or an egg shape. And then using a PVC or a pipe to force it back into round.
Right.
And then use that to mount it on, and when you pull the pipe off that oblong shape, it'll try to go back and spring back to that oblong shape and give pressed contact on the opposite sides.
Right.
I mean, I guess that might work, but this is pretty heavy. I mean, compared to the ones that we got with the kit, this is, I mean, substantially heavier, thicker metal.
Right.
So I'm really thinking the best bet here is just to try the nipples, and we'll give that another shot. We will take a caliper reading of the ID.
Yep.
Down there.
Yep.
I'll probably just take this up, see if it fits the PVC I have. If not, then we'll go grab some PVC that's close. I'd rather have it smaller than larger, because then we can use it to press down on this evenly, but if it is slightly out of round, it'll push it back to round.
Right.
Well, sort of. I mean, this is really heavy metal.
Right. So what are we doing here? You're punching the dimples?
I'm trying. I can't find my actual hard punches, so I'm using the pin punch.
It'll like a minute. There you go.
I mean, that's the dimple. Can you see it?
Yeah, a little dimple there.
If I go much more, it's going to punch through the metal.
Punch through it, yep. What if you did one by next to it?
Well, let's try these first.
You can drink a gallon of coffee.
That's how you do it.
That's it.
This is not the ideal punch for this, but it's working.
It's
So.
working. See what happens.
Try one more.
For luck. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's better than trying to weld something on there.
Yep.
I'll do one more here too. I guess the beauty is once it starts, it's easier to get the pin back in.
That's true.
Okay, we got one. Okay, we need one here. We did 2 little ones here, but okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So, can you see them?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't know how well these are going to work, but at least there's dimples now.
Yep.
And I mean, that's definitely way more than the tolerance that's listed. for what it needs to be.
Right.
So why don't we go pack it?
Mm-hmm.
Repack it with some
PCV.
some grease.
Get the
Let's
PCV.
Test the PCV.
Yep. Get all up in there.
Now, I want to make sure it's sealed because it comes off again. I want it to have lots and lots and lots. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be sealed enough. Well.
What are you laughing at?
It just pushed in.
It went all the way in? Why don't you use the wood and do it one or two?
It's all the way on.
It's all the way on? Try to pull it off.
I'm gonna wipe it.
This is the passenger side rotor dust cover. Punch it. Dimpling.
I think that might be dimpled too low though. It's dimpled too low. Let's do it here. That's a dimple.
That is a dimple. Holy smokes. Is it taking a little bit out of round to also
No, that one went right on.
for friction?
I don't think so because that other one went right on.
So we dimpled the passenger side, you saw.
Oh, this is gonna be a challenge.
What was that?
It just feels different. Feels way different.
You ready for the wood?
Just a rubber mallet. I think it'll be fine.
No, you want the wood to level it?
No, it won't help. Where's that little blade? Can you grab it?
Yep.
Definitely harder to put on.
You want the wood
I don't need a wood.
to level it?
How about a rag though? The dirty one. I heard somebody say. Yeah, baby. It seems to be banged.
What's
Hang
that?
on a little bit more. I think there's a gap down here. No, maybe not.
Why don't you turn and see it?
I'm gonna.
I got it? Yeah, am I gonna? Ooh.
It's pretty even all the way around, so I'm pretty sure that's on. I think that's good. I mean, it took several hits. Before, you'd hit it, once it started, it
Yeah.
would just go right on.
Right.
So, I don't know, it's better. And even when I like bent it a little bit,
Yeah.
still, as soon as it got on, it just went right on. There was no, almost one hit and it would go all the way down. This one, it was millimeter moving forward. Hey, your pee hose is peeing. That's a good sign. That means your reservoir's got the right amount of fluid in it.
Cool. I was wondering about that. If I should check that before winter.
You should always check. All right, so we're doing an update real quick. This is a week later. How,
We replaced the caps, the rotor caps, dust caps.
so they stay on.
They stayed on. You dimpled them for.
Did you get the new ones?
I got the new ones.
Did you bring them with us? So we
Did
can
not
show
bring them, of course.
Oh, of course not. So we can't show anybody what it
No,
looks
can't
like.
show them.
Oh.
But if you don't know what they are, then you don't know what they are. They stay on. I've been driving it for 2 weeks.
What are we gonna do with the new ones?
Hold them until December, and then I can mail them back, ship them back.
So hold them till the return window's closed.
I got 90 days.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
Well, hopefully they stay on.
you dimpled them and greased them up, and they stayed right on. They're not making any noise.
Well, they're also like 4 times as thick as the new, right?
Yeah, they are thick.
Yeah.
Pretty detailed.
All right. Well, that's it for this one. So see you guys later.